The design of the fourth-generation Chevrolet Corvette C4 was a bold reinvention shaped by the shifting automotive landscape of the late 1970s. As the C3 aged into its second decade, Chevrolet designers and engineers realized that superficial updates would no longer keep the Corvette competitive. A full-scale redesign was necessary, one that would reflect modern performance expectations, tighter government regulations, and evolving tastes in automotive styling. The C4's exterior design process began under the direction of Jerry Palmer, working alongside Corvette chief engineer Dave McClellan, who had taken over from Zora Arkus Duntov in 1975. Early sketches from 1978 to 1979 reveal a sharp, angular form, lower, wider, and sleeker than the rounded Coke bottle shape of the C3. Palmer and his team sought to create a shape that combined aerodynamic efficiency with a distinct, futuristic character. Influenced by aircraft and European sports cars, the C4 was a major stylistic departure, with every panel redesigned from the ground up. Flush-mounted glass, integrated bumpers, and concealed headlights gave the C4 a streamlined silhouette. The hood line was dramatically lower, made possible by the adoption of a clamshell front-opening hood and new packaging of mechanical components. The result was not just aesthetic. Wind tunnel testing helped refine the final shape to achieve a drag coefficient as low as 0.34, a significant improvement over the C3. Designers also worked closely with engineers to ensure the new body could work with the uniframe structure, a hybrid of traditional body-on-frame and monocoque construction that contributed to the C4's structural rigidity. This collaboration between form and function was essential, as the car's handling and performance were just as important as its looks. Inside, the design philosophy was equally forward-looking. The cabin embraced a high-tech, driver-centric layout. Digital instrumentation was introduced early in the design phase, reflecting a desire to bring aviation-style cues into the interior. Sharp geometric forms, recessed switchgear, and wraparound dashboards replaced the more organic and analog design language of the past. Color palettes, materials, and detailing throughout the design process echoed early 1980s themes of precision and modernity. Even the proportions were tweaked. Shorter overhangs, longer wheelbase, and a wider track gave the C4 a more planted, purposeful stance. By 1982, the final styling was locked in. The C4 would not just be a new Corvette, it would symbolize a new direction for American performance cars. The result was unveiled to the world in early 1983 as the 1984 Corvette, a design born from a decade of transition and innovation. As Chevrolet prepared to launch the radically redesigned fourth-generation Corvette, it became clear that the aging St. Louis assembly plant, which had built Corvettes since 1954, was no longer suitable. The C4 represented a complete departure in engineering and manufacturing, from its unitized chassis to its composite body panels and digital electronics. The existing facility couldn't support the precision and high-tech assembly methods the new Corvette required. To meet these demands, GM made the bold decision to build an entirely new, state-of-the-art facility in Bowling Green, Kentucky. It featured advanced tooling, cleaner assembly processes, and improved quality control systems, necessity for the Corvette to compete on a global scale. Over the years, Chevrolet focused on improving handling, ride quality, and reliability. In 1985, the L98 engine with tuned port injection replaced the underpowered Crossfire setup, boosting performance. In 1986, the Corvette became the first U.S. car to feature standard Bosch ABS, enhancing braking safety and control. This innovation set a new benchmark for American sports cars. Also that year, saw the return of the convertible after an 11-year absence. The entire country was so excited they made it the official pace car of the Indy 500. By 1988, the C4 had gained a more refined suspension and a stronger braking system. In 1990, the ZR1 debuted, featuring the exotic 375 horsepower Lotus-designed dual overhead CAM LT5 engine, which pushed Corvette performance into supercar territory. The 1992 models introduced traction control and the powerful new LT1 engine in 1992, further enhancing acceleration and drivability. 93 marked the 40th anniversary of the Corvette. 40th anniversary editions featured a special ruby red metallic exterior color and matching interior. Available on all models coupe, convertible, and ZR1, it featured unique badging and embroidered seat logos. This striking color scheme added elegance and exclusivity. It marked a milestone year with both style and performance, boosting ZR1 engine power to 405. In 1994, the interior was redesigned for better ergonomics, and safety was improved with dual airbags. The final year, 1996, saw the introduction of two limited edition models. The Grand Sport, finished in Admiral Blue with Arctic white center stripe, and a 330 horsepower LT4 engine under the hood. And the collector edition models, all finished in Sebring silver metallic capping, off a generation that had grown significantly in power, sophistication, and prestige. The C4 not only restored the Corvette's credibility on the global stage, but also laid the groundwork for the generations that followed. Corvette by Chevrolet.